What's up, YouTube? It's FitzBro, and we're taking another look at the early access here of the Knights of the Mediterranean DLC that's going to be coming to you very soon. This is a little bit of early access, and we've been looking at the royal houses, the natives, minor cities, whatever you want to call it. We've been looking at these two at a time, so if there's some that you want to see that aren't in this video, go check out the channel. We've already done, I think, 4 of them. So in this video, we're going to be digging into the House of Wettin over here. And then we also have the House of Hanover. So those will be the two civilizations we'll be checking out tonight, or the royal houses. Oh, thank you to Magic Man kicking us off the stream with the sub. You know it's going to be a good one. Blue hair, good to see ya. Yes, we've got some new DLC. Okay, let's get into this. So what I like to do is, before I age up at all, take a look at what techs are available at each of these puppies. Okay, so here at the House of Wettin, you have the Leipzig Trade Fair, and this will fully reset the market buy and sell rates. So as you know, as you sell or buy resources at the market, the rates will change. If you spend this 100, 100, 100, it will fully set those rates back. Okay, and then you also have marriage politics. Age ups are 20% cheaper, and this is one that I really like to pick up. I mean, particularly this adds up when you go on in those later ages, maybe go into 3 or 4 or even 5. Think about how much resources you will save going into the Imperial Age if you get to this 20% cheaper. And it only costs 300 food, which is relatively easy to get. So those are what are available here in the Exploration Age. I mean, you could, in theory, rush this and do it in the first age, but it really wouldn't make sense to get to spend 300 food to get a savings for the second age that only costs 800 food. That wouldn't make any sense. And then looking over here for the House of Hanover, they have access to royal card games, which immediately sends a random card in your deck. What? Is it from any age or what? That I gotta check this out. See what this sends. What card did it send? I didn't even pick a deck, so I don't know. Is that could possibly be a bug. I don't know. Maybe it didn't actually send. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. So I guess it picks one of your cards that are available. So it's kind of like a shipment that doesn't cost a shipment slot. So very interesting there. The royal card games. And then we have directly advances you straight to Imperial Age and grants you 1 factory wagon. Okay, I've heard people talk about this. So this is an OP shipment. Okay, this is going to give you a factory wagon. This upgrade gets cheaper as you earn XP from trading units and constructing buildings. So you see right now, it would be ridiculous. 10k of food and gold. But later on in the game, you can get yourself a factory wagon. So particularly for Italy and Malta, who only get 1 factory wagon, this could be nice. But those other civilizations, you want to get another one? Go for it. So that's available there at House of Hanover. Okay, let's age up and we'll go through all these units in text one at a time here. Now, as we take a peek at this before we age up, you can see this is going to be available in the 3rd age over here. The Royal Saxon Grenadiers. And then as far as this one's considered, the Acts of Union, that will be available in the 4th age. And we're going to speed up through there. So if you forget, feel free to back this video up. We'll go up 1 more age. And let's do it. We'll use this tech just to prove a point. Here we go. We got the Victorian era. We already did the royal with the royal card game. We'll do the Victorian era. We'll buy that next age, and there we go. We advance. Oh my gosh, it goes directly to the 5th age. Of course, it says so you can skip all the other ages. Imagine having this super long age 2 game and using that. I don't know how it could possibly be worth it. Maybe it gets cheap enough to be, but that is wild. Let's get some of these guys out here. Get some houses going. There we go. And then over here, we'll get some units. Okay, that's enough for us. Okay, let's start looking at these. So we'll start over here since we already... Oh, what is that? A beautiful, beautiful graphic texture. Certainly a bug there, but they'll iron it out. This is the early access, right? Okay, so let's take a look at this. So we already used the royal card game, which will randomly send any card. Pretty cool. I actually like that shipment. It's a good way to boost those shipments out. And then you have The advance directly to the 5th age. Do not pass go. Do not collect 200. Okay. Other text. Royal Scots Grey. Okay, so for Royal Scots Grey, what we got here is ships a number of Totenkampf Hussars. From now on, Totenkampf Hussars start with their Death Strike ability charged. Death Strike ability? Okay, let's check this out. So these are these Hussars that you can train here. Let's see what that looks like. Okay. Okay, so there we go. It sent a number of them, it said. Where did they show up? Back here at home. Okay, so they pop out your home city. Okay, and then they have this Death Strike ability. Let's see what this does. Charged ability, powerful attack that charges up with each hit. Maybe it's over here? Death Strike. Does 54 damage and 1.35 rate of fire. So 54 damage. Wow. So, I mean, these aren't even promoted yet. They get promoted. These have that Valor there that you get the promotions as they get kills. So that's pretty wild. Let's keep looking at the text there before we dig into the units too far. So we've got Death Strike sends a number of Hussars. We've used the Royal card games. We've used the straight to H5. And then there's Acts of Union. Enables drummers to plant an inspiring flag that boosts nearby unit morale. When the flag is planted, one English, Scottish, and Irish mercenary is spawned. Is this just one that like has a cooldown, kind of like USA? Let's check it out. Where is that flag? This is the House of Hanover, if you just joined us. Okay, we supposedly have an inspiring flag, but where is it? Oh, that's the drummers. Makes sense. So I guess it spawned these drummers, and then the drummers. Hey, look at these guys. I hate that we have these black boxes, but we'll just live with it. What's up, Gino Rop? Okay, so before we go to units, let's make sure we went through all the text. Okay, we did all the text. Okay, I can say Hanover has some awesome text. You can get a shipment, you can go to age 5, you can get a drummer and inspiring flags, you can get Death Strike abilities, you could do all kinds of cool stuff. And then lastly, the cooldown ability. So this is, you can be clicked over here, it will activate it. All of the Knights of the Mediterranean royal houses have some kind of ability like this. Unleash a dazzling display of lights to very briefly stun enemy units. I don't know if we'll be able to really see this, but let's try it. I like the music. Well, you can't stun villagers, we learned, but maybe if you had military units, they would give them a little stun there. So that'll start to be annoying, especially if that impacts like artillery. Oh my gosh, that could be huge. That could be huge. Yeah, that's a stun. That's going to be a stun. So let's start looking at these actual units themselves now. So we've got let's see, those are veterans. So these would be available in, I'm assuming, the 2nd age, the Totenkampf Hussar. Now, I have not upgraded these bad boys yet, but they get promotions. That means as this guy gets a kill, here, I'll show you. Come over here. If we kill the boar, whoever kills the boar gets a promotion. Seems like all of the cavalry, ever since the African DLC, always just carries their sword above their head like a maniac. Okay, so we're gonna kill the boar. One of these guys is gonna get a promotion. And who got it? This guy did. See him there? He got this little chevron. More hit points and a faster rate of fire. So you can get up to 3 promotions and make these units quite deadly. So let's look at the unit itself. We're looking at the descriptor. Fast German hand cavalry that charges its deadly saber attack ability when attacking. Benefits from promotion. So it's got a heavy cavalry, hand cavalry tag. You can see its base stats here. Take a good look. Hit pause, whatever you want to do. We're going to upgrade this bad boy. Let's get veteran. Cool. And now here's what the veteran statistics look like. Take a look at that. And then let's get on the next one. Okay, and there you go. There's our guard. 86 Death Strike there. So that's, I'm assuming, on a cooldown. This is a charge up ability there with that Death Strike. So that is going to be a very powerful unit, these Hussars. And then we've got our, well, I guess these have been upgraded too, our guard Black Brunswicker. Let's look at their stats. Swift Musketeer, good against cavalry, benefits from promotion. So they can also get those promotions, up to 3 promotions. And looking at their stats, I mean, this is a guard Brunswicker, but you can see that as far as multipliers go, they have ×3 versus cavalry. I'm assuming those multipliers weren't added as we get those upgrades. And then also bonus against shock infantry, of course. So very good against cavalry unit. Some okay HP there and some decent attack. Let's take a look at our drummers. Now, this is kind of like a specialty unit. This is interesting. We already had trumpet players. Now we got drummers. The guard drummers. Military musician who can inspire military units to move and attack faster. Ah, do I have to click anything to do that? Now, that's the flag that they can put down. Inspiring flag. Wait. You cannot place this nearby a starting town center? Say what? Weird. So you can't even put it by your own town center. Don't know how I feel about that. So there we got a flag, and this flag inspires, when you place that flag, it brings out these mercenaries are delivered with it. So some powerful mercenaries there, the Irish Brigadier, Harquebuser, and then the Highlander. So that inspiration is going to be pretty strong. I'm assuming that regenerates. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. It's going to take some time there. I'm slowly going to. It cannot be planted near starting town centers, and only one House of Hanover flag can be planted at a time. Okay, there you have it. Okay, so passive, the drummer's passive ability increases the attack and movement speed of nearby units. Okay, so do these guys have more speed right now? Okay, they have 5.22. Let's move away and look at their movement speed. See if it changes. Get the drummers out of there. Oh, you know what it is? I think that black box is related to the drum speed. Because look, we moved away. You see now it's down to 4.75. Let's see if these stack. So let's see what it goes up to. 4.75. No, so it's just you only need one of them to get that boost. So yeah, that black box seems to be related to the drums. I'm not sure if that's desired. I'm sure that'll be a different color. Okay. Wow, pretty neat. They've got like a musketeer unit. They've got these hussars. You can see the costs for those units. Some great abilities. They've got the fireworks, which can stun. They've got the drummer that can place down the inspiring flag if you've got the tech. House of Hanover, you looking strong, girl. Okay, let's go head on over to our next royal house. Okay, now we are here at the House of Wettin. And let's see what they got. They've got the balancing the markets. Ready to look at this. Okay, so this one, Koningstein, I'm sure I said it wrong, ships 1 fort wagon, also ships a battery tower wagon, battery tower wagons, I don't know if that should be plural, for each 10 minutes of game time pass, up to 30 minutes. So we've done 15 minutes so far. Let's send that bad boy. There we go. Let's see what we got. So we've got, let's delete these camels. Those shouldn't be here. Okay, we did our factory earlier. We'll put that factory down. Here's our fort. Yeah. Now here's these battery tower wagons. That lawnmower's not included. So let's see what this battery tower wagon looks like. I think this is going to be what we've seen. Let's get that. There we go. Yeah. So there's the battery tower wagon, and its battery tower rather, and stats: 100 siege damage. It's got 40 range, 3 rate of fire, ranged attack. It's got 30 damage, 24 range, 3 rate of fire, and it looks like it has a multiplier versus cavalry and shock infantry. Okay, so the battery tower, you can get more of those up to 30 minutes there with that first tech we got there. Okay, look at the next one. Marriage politics. This is makes your age ups cheaper. We looked at this one earlier. Then we have Royal Saxon Grenadiers. Grants a giant grenadier, not just a standard grenadier, a giant one, with all future shipments. Delivers 1 settler. That's because of Italy. Okay, let's send that. I'm assuming we don't get any right now. All right, no grenadiers come out. Yep, no grenadiers. So let's send a shipment. And there's that giant grenadier. Is he big? Is he large and in charge? Let's bring him on out here, Mr. Giant Grenadier. This is from the House of Wettin again. Let's check this out. So we've got our... that was our last tech to check out. Let's check out this ability. The Golden Ritter. Ritter? I'll have to Google see what that means. Significantly boosts cavalry and shock infantry armor. So let's go ahead and use that. Maybe you can take a look at the armor right now. These happen so quickly, but let's try it. Okay, here we go. We're going to use that ability. There, they got more armor. Kind of hard to see because it just kind of happens so quickly. I'm sure that has a cooldown. You can see the ability lasts for a while. So I had kind of an area of effect that I could deploy that. So you can, this is very Age of Mythology like. You can just like use a god power, put on those bronze armor. If you know what it is. Bonjour, Vividly Plain. Okay. Oh, by the way, Vivid, I don't know if you could pass the message along, but it appears that the drummers give this black box to the nearby units, which I'm assuming is not the correct color. If I move all the drummers away, it goes away. Well, actually, hold on. Yeah, there you go. It goes away. Okay, and here we've got the Trabiant. Let's look at these units. So we've got the Trabiant. Now look at this. Oh, he still has his armor. I was like, I thought it didn't go away yet. This is a hand infantry with high hit points that protects nearby allies by absorbing some of the inflicted damage. We've seen that with a lot of the units in the Knights of the Mediterranean. So that's this ability here. Deflection, absorbs some of the damage inflicted to nearby allies. So this essentially kind of like is a tank, right? But this is going to be kind of like your halberdier or your, maybe, yeah, it's most similar to a hal, but also it will absorb damage there. You can see the attack there. Let's look at the Saxon cuirassier. Now these aren't available until the third age at least. And their stats: heavy Saxon hand cavalry with high hit points and area damage. So yes, very like what we know from the French. It looks like the Saxon cuirassier does that kind of splash damage. So going to be strong units. Let's go ahead and upgrade these bad boys. Okay, there we go. And now you can check out the stats here on the guard. Okay, take a look at that. And then you can see the stats over here for the guard Trabant. Does the cover mode work? Let's give it a try. It appears so. Looks like he gets 60% siege resistance. So there you have it. You want to see the capital too? Man, what needy. Yeah, we can get the capital too. Give me just a second. Okay, so there's some different stats. It looks like the most meaningful one is of course, our extra protection from range units. You get your additional up to 50% range resist, less speed, of course, and then 60% artillery resist. I'm not going to mess with that because we never do trample mode. Okay, let's build this capital and see what they can really push these stats to. Okay, there we go. We got the capital. Let's get legendary native warriors. If you didn't know this is always available in the 5th age at your capital. This gives your native warriors 50% hit points and damage. And let's go look what these bad boys look like now. Okay, so this is the final form. Of course, you can send cards as well. But let's see here. So here's what our Imperial Trabant looks like. Take a gander at those stats. Let's take a look at... here's also in the cover mode. Okay, and take a look at the Saxon Cuirassier. We've got our Imperial stats there on that unit. Let's hop on over here. We've got our Hussar. Now, I'm not going to use the drummer's speed buff right now. But there's our Hussar. Take a look at those stats for... Wait, that says Guard Hussar. Interesting. Is he not supposed to be Imperial? Interesting. That is something I don't know. I don't know why it says he is Guard, but not Imperial. I guess he can't upgrade an Imperial. That doesn't seem right to me. Perhaps a bug. I don't know. But at least that's what the name says right now. These are Guard. You can check out the stats. And then take a look at the Brunswicker. There's the stats for those bad boys. Remember, these are the Musketeer units. Now, don't forget, we have not done the promotions yet, right? Both these units... Well, this unit can get promoted, and it's still called Imperial, but both of these units can get promoted. Okay, guys, that's a lot of new technologies to absorb. Lots of text, lots of abilities. We use all our abilities. You can add the additional armor over here if you use the golden rapier, or you can use the stunning ability here. It looks like the tooltip is maybe missing for this. Yeah, it looks like the tooltip's missing for the fireworks. I'm finding all the bugs. It's early access. It's to be expected. Oh, there we go. We can see the stun. There you go. Look at him. The music has just confused him. He was just stunned very momentarily. That was very slight. But nonetheless, he was stunned. But yeah, some units that get promotions. You got the drummers, which can plant the flags if you get the upgrades there. So there's our flag. You can't put it near your home city, but you can put it out here, and it will spawn those mercenary units. Pretty cool. Highlander, Irish Brigadier, the Harkebuser, and then over here at Wetton, we've got our basically our heavy cavalry here, the Saxon Cuirassier, and then you've got your halberdier, essentially, that will absorb damage that you can mix in there to protect your infantry, perhaps. But those are a few of the things. Of course, the most notable, you could ship a fort with, I believe that was with the House of Wettin, and you can ship a factory with the House of Hanover. So that's a huge thing. You want to get a factory from a native, not to mention the skipping directly to age 5. So much to unpack here, but needless to say, I would recommend picking these bad boys up the next time you get a chance to try them out. This map is specifically Saxony. Different natives can appear on different maps, and the roll of the dice of what you actually get. But that's a little example of that. If you're looking to check out more of the royal houses, I've got 2 other guys just like this, and there'll be a third one too. We're going each of these 2 at a time. Well, you get fancy with the math. The last one's going to be 1, right? Maybe we'll do 3 in the last video, right? Because there's not an even number. But anyways, if you liked the video, leave me a comment. Don't forget to hit subscribe for all the AoE3 content. We've got AoE4 and Dune Spice Wars content as well if you're into other RTS genre. And come over, join us live on twitch.tv/FitzBro. Thanks for watching.